There are a lot of achievements in EU4, and with the latest patches, there are even more so. Some people have all of them, but I am not one of those people. But I plan to be. I've been gone for 2 years, so there's a lot of catching up to do. Welcome back to the EU4 Completionist series. Let's get going and knock some of these out of the way. We are currently sitting at 212 out of 373 achievements. If you're sharp, you can pick up on the spoiler hiding attempt I've made here. But let's get into the game. We're going to be going for Saladin's Legacy and The Eagle Flies Alone. Hello everybody and welcome back to another EU4 video. Today, we're going to be doing a couple of achievements as Hisn Kayfa. They actually got a new achievement in the last patch, which means I'm just very lucky I didn't do the previous achievement before the patch started. So the Eagle Flies Alone, which should be the more difficult of the two, where we need a force limit of 500,000 as Hisn Kayfa, and we also need to get Saladin's Legacy. So we need to get all of the highlighted provinces here. So let's just get into the game. I have done a couple of starts. The Ottomans need to be our friends. So one thing to do is do not rival AQ right away, because the Ottomans a lot of these times will ally AQ, and if that's the case, the Ottomans will not want to ally you. So leave that rival space open. Instead, I prefer to offer an alliance to Ajam and a royal marriage to the Ottomans as after the improved relations has taken effect. But first, let's go through our estates. The big thing is, of course, we're going to take all of the power points, and we'll go ahead and do the Dominion first and work our way back up. I'm going to go for the Dominion Liberties, and I'm also going to take the Reform Progress Growth one. They get loyal. That Reform Progress Growth will be helpful. And then in the Merchant Guilds, we're going to give them Indebted. We need that money. It's only 3 ducat loans at this point, but we're going to be expanding very quickly so those loans can get repaid. We need that money for the Free Company as well. Get the Free Enterprise, and that should do for now. The Emirs, we're going to take not increased levies. The reason we're not taking increased levies is because Prepare for War, that manpower level 80% checkmark will go away. So in order to get that as fast as possible, we have to wait on doing the increased levies. So if we want that 22% bonus manpower, we'll have to wait until after we complete that mission. We'll give them the right of council and the supremacy right away, and we're going to wait on the rest of the estates until we feel like we need them. We don't need the general, so that's really nice. And let's do the Ulema. The Ulema will just give the oversight. I'll take the monthly piety minus 0.1. I think going mysticism is very valuable, so let's make sure that that is always ticking. And the religious diplomats, which is the most important one for the early game. And I think that's good enough for now. We're going to go ahead and just seize land. Now, for the diets, the one we want to choose, I mean, it doesn't really matter because we're going to get a lot of claims right away anyways, but there should always be an option to do the lemma to gain these claims. So we're going to go ahead and take this. That'll give us claims on QQ, and then we'll complete the mission. We'll get claims on AQ, and then one more on to Bitless. But that is that. We are going to take the lenient taxation for the Diplo rep. I usually prefer the tax modifier when I play a simulation like this, because it's just really valuable in the early game. If I don't have any subjects, that's what I like to do. The core creation costs. The core creation cost could be nice, but I think 5% is kind of negligible at this point. So I think the Diplo rep for getting the alliances faster and making sure things go smoothly is very valuable. So go ahead and take that. Then for these, we're just going to go ahead and take the prestige and the missionary strength. And we should be, yes, -5 in mysticism and going that direction over time. Can't afford any advisors at the moment. That's unfortunate, but I think we're ready to unpause. So right away, we want to be improving relations with the Ottomans. I mean, I could insult the Mamluks or something and get them to really like me right away, but I'm not quite sure that we're ready to do that. If I get the royal marriage right away, maybe they'll offer or accept an alliance, but right away, no matter what, we're going to royal marry Ajam. So let's just start improving relations. Hopefully they don't even ally AQ at all, but it's always a possibility. And we're going to unpause and build a Free Company and get ready to attack QQ. I think that should be the first war. If they don't ally the AQ, the Ottomans don't ally AQ, we'll attack AQ first. But I think Ajam can help me against QQ with Promise of Land, and we should be able to beat them pretty handedly. Okay, so AQ does accept alliance with the Ottomans. That's fine. We can always use our favors to have them break that alliance at some point. So once the diplomat is available, we can do a royal marriage with the Ottomans, and shortly after, they will accept an alliance. All right, we get the claims and a 40 tradition general. Let's see how he is. 5 fire, 2 shock, no siege, unfortunately. But that's fine. We do have a ruler and a heir that we can roll to try and get a siege. Not quite there. Actually, I think our heir is actually better than the general that we rolled. So that's 5 shock should be really good. I'm going to have the Free Company attached to the first army. Let them gain some morale so we don't get stack wiped right when we attack QQ. And then we should declare the war. They are allied to Galan. That alliance shouldn't really matter, aside from this just being a level 1 fort. Ajam needs to siege down. And in about 10 days, we'll get the royal marriage and the alliance with Ajam. All right, there's the royal marriage with the Ottomans, and the Ajam alliance should be available. There we go. So now we can call them in to war against QQ with promise of land, and we should be able to beat them. I think I just want to wait for my morale to tick up, and we can declare that war. Hopefully, they don't get any bigger allies in the meantime. All right, and we're going to spend a little bit of prestige on insulting the Mamluks. The Ottomans will like that. I think if we can ally them before we go to war, that way we can start currying favors during the war and use those favors sooner, would be beneficial. Just have to make sure these guys don't get an alliance. There we go. The Ottomans actually offered me the alliance. That saves my diplomat, which is nice. So that completes the political security. So we get 10 mutual trust with every allied nation, and we get improved relations for 20 years, plus shock damage and infantry combat ability for 10 years. So that is going to make our units very, very dangerous. We should be able to have no problems using my R stack to fight QQ if their army is split. Now, if we just get some dev, we'll get a bunch of permanent claims. So let's go ahead and attack QQ with the promise of land, of course, to call Ajam in, unless, of course, we can get some favors stacking up. We don't have to call them in with land promise. It depends how fast we want to play this. I'm not in any rush, I don't think. We do have to build favors with the Ottomans in order to get them to break alliance, so I don't think we're really in any rush. So let's just actually start currying favors with both of them and see what we can do with that. The downside is hopefully the Ottomans don't call us into any war. They shouldn't, because they don't have favors with us yet, but they're going to be building those really quickly just because of their size. Because if they fight Karaman, Kandar, or the Byzantines, which I think they have a truce with at the start, they do not, then they'll be calling us in. So we have to make sure we get those favors stacking quickly. All right, curry favors with Ajam, and I think we honestly just promised them land. Well, Ottomans can't take any land from them anyways, so would they be pissed at me if I didn't give them any? That's odd. They don't have coring range. That is really odd. You know what, guys? This is a good call. I declared the war, and Ottomans don't care if I don't give them land. So this is going to be freaking awesome. Just a free way to get the Ottomans to join the war without any favors. That is just sweet. Ajam, unfortunately, is going to be really pissed at me. But after I beat QQ, I don't think I need their alliance. So this was just very beneficial. This would cost us some admin. I'm not going to do that unless I get the estate privilege. I do believe, I don't remember which one it was under, but maybe it was a lemma. We get the free scholar. Yes, let's do the free scholar. Aggressive expansion impact, I think, is probably going to be the best one. We still have to pay the admin price. Where's the free scholar? Oh, don't you get a free scholar? Ah, there's the free scholar. Religious schools. That'll put their influence pretty high, but I think we can manage. So let's go ahead and get that AE impact. That's just really, really huge. And we'll start occupying as many provinces as we can. And hopefully, Ajam doesn't want too much from this. We could have cheesed this and set some provinces as desired, but they don't want some of the stuff that we really care about, so they shouldn't occupy it anyways. And we did lose a fight, so it to fleet to Tehran, but the Ottomans are coming. Hopefully they don't occupy too much of this stuff for themselves. I know they do want it, so that would really, really suck. But it should be okay, because we can take enough land that we don't have claims on it elsewhere, so it should be okay. Unfortunately, they took Baghdad. I kind of wanted that, but that's okay. I don't need it in the first war. Their alliance with AQ actually will kind of force them to ignore this part of the world and make us safer, actually, hopefully. Until we border them, they could always desire our provinces and break the alliance, but we can worry about that another time. I'll take war reps and money from Gilan. That 30 ducats actually goes a long way. We don't get a lot of it, but the war reps at least we can get. All right, we get the unconditional surrender. I think I take mostly land, and I do take a little bit of money. I don't think I need this province yet. I'd rather have the 100 ducats. That forms a bit of a coalition. Not too worried. I can just make friends with Ardabil. They don't really matter either, so I think the next target might actually be Mushasha, because I don't quite have enough favors to break alliance with AQ. So we'll go ahead and send that demand. Although, no, I can't quite do war reps. but I can't do the cash. It's not a lot. We get 18 ducats of that, but 18 is better than nothing. And we do complete a mission by expanding our domain, so we get a bunch of claims here. And the CCR for 20 years, so that's going to help us make things cheaper. It would have been nice to be able to get these provinces here for the mission. Unfortunately, I can't quite do that, because that would have given us a bunch of claims in Basra, and we could just go right back down to war against Mushasha. But it's okay. I'd rather have the Ottomans help than not. Speaking of help, these guys do not like me. That's 10 trust. I could probably build that back up. Hopefully they don't. Yeah, they might break that alliance before I get the chance to do so, but that should be fine. Ideally, the Timurids might actually bully up on them, so we can pick them apart a little bit. But in the meantime, I think we just spy network on Mushasha, and then we can break this alliance with AQ and the Ottomans. So let's go ahead and then we can rival them. Or is that going to hurt my Ottoman friendship? That might hurt my friendship. I think I'll wait on the rival. Anyways, in the meantime, I don't know if it's really wise to concentrate, but I think we might have to. There's only one place we can, so we can just core everything up now. And hopefully our units are enough to stop the rebel problems. I'm going to be statifying everything once I get the cores finished. We need to grow our economy and fight Mushasha, I think. So let's spend the spy work down here. We have to get those claims going. And let's speed this game up a bit. All right, let's take out one loan here. We're going to repay our 1%er, the small 4%ers, and that should be good for now. There's Ajam breaks the alliance, that's fine. Just means we can expand into Persia at some point in the future. All right, let's select our rival as Mushasha. That should help us out a little bit with building that spy network. And our economy is going to get a little worse before it gets better. We have to fight the rebels, I'm sure. And then we have to full state everything and reduce that autonomy. So it's going to hurt a little bit, but our economy is going to slingshot upwards. We're going to start making money very shortly. Oh, that's nice. We get some admin points for basically doing nothing, just getting our overextension down. So that's pretty good. All right, cores are done. Beautiful. We can now statify a few provinces, and we'll make those full cores. We should be focusing on our admin if we can. We need to be doing a lot of coring, so maybe that 5% CCR would be good, but the Diplo rep is equally as valuable. That increases our coring range, so we could push from Basra. We don't really have a lot of trade power at the moment, which kind of stinks. We go from 0.42 to 0.47, so not really a lot of ducats there. We can statify this province. Go ahead and do that. What have we done with the rest of the cores? So once that's done, we should be able to make some more money. I think what would be wise would be to actually get the rebels out of the way before we do anything else. So let's decrease the autonomy everywhere in our full states. Turn that fort back on and get ready for a few rebels to pop. We should be able to handle them. Oh, that's nice. We can get Clerical Advisory Council without having any stab cost. That's pretty hype. We need 5 temples. We can complete this one as well. That'll really help us. That tax income is crazy. Go ahead and do a Summon the Diet again, and we'll go ahead and seize land. Make sure to do that on cooldown until we get our Crown Land ownership up. Let's go around and statify everything that we have cores on. All right, now everything's full stated. So we can go around and actually decrease the autonomy in some of the provinces that hopefully after the month tick. That autonomy needs to go down. We need to make some more money fast. So it's not an estate, it is an estate. So why is it not letting me decrease it? That's just odd. There it goes. That's so much better. Have to deal with the rebels, but it's totally worth it. All right. So hopefully we should start making some more money. Look at that. We're almost at even balance with the forts turned on as well. That's pretty hype. This might be my only option for expansion at the moment, actually, because right now, oh, Ottomans broke the alliance with AQ. Well, if that's the case, they'll help me in the war. After the truce is up, of course. Which I should have enough favors. That's awesome. I'm guessing because they want their land now? Yeah, they want their provinces now. Which will probably end up having them break alliance with me. But maybe I can use the Ottomans a little bit more before that happens. I do need to fight QQ again. So maybe we just get ready to fight Mushasha and take all the stuff in the Basra node, which is kind of important if we're going to be Syrian collecting in Aleppo. So I do double my men. Maybe I should find another ally. I am trying to get alliances with the Great Horde. Maybe that will help me out. I can do royal marriage with them, so let's go ahead and cancel that and royal marry them and see if maybe they will help us in any of these wars if they're close enough. They will accept an alliance now. Great. All right, so let's see if they maybe accept any call to arms. There's not only favors in distant war. I hate distant war. It's the worst. So those guys won't help me against Mushasha. Are they rival to anybody? That's not my rival as well. Nope. It'd be nice if the subjects broke free from Timurids. Maybe I could ally any of them. They're rival to the Ottomans, so I really can't ally them. Maybe I could take an alliance with Hormuz and use them. I think that's probably the best option. They might try and occupy some stuff, but I think I should be able to at least get most of it without a problem. So let's try and Royal Marry Hormuz as well. All right, well, they will accept an alliance. Beautiful. Those guys I should get favors with really easily, so that'll be nice. All right, there's that alliance. I think I can start improving and incurring favors with them just to make sure that they like me. The Ottoman favors, we should get at least 10 on their own. I'm not sure I'm going to be able to use them quite yet, but we got to make sure that our allies like us. If that dips too low and they break alliance, that'll really suck. Okay. So all we have to do is improve relations with Hormuz and get some favors. We're gaining 0.31 each month. So every 3 months we'll get a favor. So about 2 years we should have the additional favors, but it might be less than that because we'll get some favors naturally. All right, the war has started over here in the Timurids, so that means I can find a nice ally. Transox will probably be a very good ally if I could make friends with them. They are not rival to the Great Horde, so maybe I just stop improving with them and improve with Transox. Although I don't know how much help they'd be against like the Mamluks and anybody else we're going to need to fight. If I can keep the Ottoman alliance long enough to beat QQ, border Fadal, and fight the Mamluks, maybe we can get something done, because I'm going to need to eat Syria and all that other stuff. But they already have the Vassal over Dulkadir, and they're going to probably take this stuff before I get the chance to use them offensively. So that's a dangerous game I'm playing at the moment. But these guys at least will help us against the Cham, which will be great. So we just start improving with them. With our extra diplomat, we should be fine. And the greatest of all techs, Tech 4 Mil, is acquired. So we should be able to beat Mushasha if they don't get the tech fast enough. That's convenient. So we can ally Transox because the Ottomans actually supported their independence. That's crazy. That must have been what triggered it. Oh, wow. Okay. Mamluks declare war on AQ. Wait, when did they break alliance with the Jam? Just now, probably. Jam didn't call them in because of the war with the Timurids. I need to do this now. I don't have time to wait. This is huge. As long as I can occupy this stuff before the Mamluks do, maybe I can outpace the base race. Mamluks or Ottomans might not like this, though. We'll see. This should be the war goal because it's close. I can hold it. No, actually this one, because the fort might be an issue. All right, let's go. I'm not going to be able to get all of this. There's no way. But at the very least, well, maybe Chevron will screw me over. I need to stay here until I can get enough backup. I'd love to full annex them, but I don't think I'll be able to. They're going to get some occupations, and I'm not going to be happy. Although, oh, this is hype. I can just wait till they peace out of the war from war exhaustion. It's going to be a long war then. Because if I occupy this, which I will, they can't take anything, so... But if they vassalize them, I'm screwed. They won't do that, right? Right? No, they can't. They're not going to get enough war score. All right, here we go. Rebel bombed. Get wrecked, dude. Although there goes my autonomy. They're going to occupy that for sure. All right, I had to give them mill access because otherwise I might not do too hot over here against Chevron and the rest of them. I need to make sure I get these occupations, though. As long as I have these three and they don't go away, we should be fine. My rebels are becoming a problem. They're going to get the occupations, which really sucks. But maybe they'll peace out sooner then. Yeah, they're going to get both those. That's okay. If I can get the Shervan occupations, that'd be great. Are they at war with Shervan as well? They are. Okay, sweet. Oh, they peaced out. Whoa. What did they take? What did they take? That's really strange. They didn't take any... Maybe because they knew they couldn't get the occupations? That's so odd. You think they'd take something. Weird. All right, well, I'll take it. Let's go. Wall breach. Hate to do this, but 6 seconds is worth it. Shoot. I don't know why they're not going onto the siege. Maybe because it's a level 2-4. They can siege that with 7,000 units. They're just not doing it, which is odd. But I guess I'll take it. Less devastation. All right, the siege is over. Let's get them off this fort, march up to their capital, and try and wipe Peace Shirvan, or get them out for any kind of bonuses that we can. And then we can full occupy these guys, full annex them, and there's no coalition to speak of, so that's really a plus. Our truce with these guys ends in 63, if I do believe. Yes, 62. So I think in the meantime we can fight Mushasha. Hormuz will join us. And so yeah, Mushasha, QQ again. Hopefully the Ottomans do not break the alliance with us, and then maybe we can go to war with the Mamluks. And that would be really ideal if we can use the Ottomans against the Mamluks, because once we get all of this, that's pretty much step 1 of the achievement. Eventually we'll have to beat them in Anatolia, but then maybe we can look for some European allies like the Commonwealth or Hungary, Austria. Let's see what the alliances are in this realm. England for Austria is a good ally, I suppose. PLC won't for the Union. That's good. They are allied to Bohemia, which makes them stronger, I do believe. And Great Horde, us being allied to them might limit the opportunity to ally Russia. because they're probably going to need the Great Horde to really pop off. Sweden, I believe, looks like they're in a coalition, not the coalition, the Independence War. So that's kind of neat for them. They could be a possible ally in the future. France is eating up Brittany. Looks like they're doing pretty okay. So I think France could be an option in the near future, but they're always keen to ally the Ottomans themselves. So looks like Hungary, Austria probably be the #1 allies there with the rivalries. So that's just a note for the future. In the meantime, let's just finish this war off. Let's hope this actually works out. I'm going to ask QQ for military access, which I don't know why they're giving it to me. But that'll allow me to actually occupy these provinces before I go on to their capital, which should let me piece them out. So we're going up here first, and that should do the war, I suppose. Meanwhile, the Ottomans finished annexing Byzantium. They are not at war currently, but I'm guessing their next card is going to be Karaman. Nothing much else for them to do. They're allied to Genoa, so that'll make that war a little bit longer, because Ottomans probably have to march over to Italy. Burgundy is fighting Provence for excommunication, so that should be good for them. I'm guessing France will end up getting that land anyways, but they're allied to Aragon, Florence, and Palatinate. So that's good options for people who are going to get the Union. If Austria got the Union, that'd be better for me, so it's unfortunate that they're rivaled at the moment, but can only hope for so much. Okay, so here's what we're going to do. We're going to white peace Shirvan. We're going to take all of these guys for ourselves and their money, and that's what that's going to be. We'll concentrate in this state, and we have the option of a couple of things. We're going to go for the primary option, being #2. So we get a base of the Turkmen, which gives us permanent claims, and this will get disabled. But I think the proper choice between the two of these, the Sublime Alliance versus the Overthrow the Ottomans, because this gives us a permanent claim and some power projection. That's not honestly that valuable to me. This, however, the Anatolian ally, we get Landleader Shock and diplomatic relations till the end of the game, which is a good modifier. Also, we get Historical Friend, which means they're not going to break their alliance with us, because right now, they will. So we're definitely taking that click, especially now that we got the provinces they want. So we need to get those opinions of us up. Right now, they are at like negative something. We need to bump those numbers up ASAP. And I swear if they break alliance and this mission tree is just borked, I'm gonna be so pissed. But we're gonna try for this, see how it goes. Dude, they want like 90% of my shit. That's so bullshit. Anyways, let's core this stuff up. That's all we can really hope for. If they break the alliance, I mean, they have no manpower. I can recover, and I'll beat Mushasha. I'll be more powerful than them no matter what. I'm not worried. I just would like to use and abuse the historical nation ridiculous manpower of the Auto Blob and the unit pips, of course, against the Mamluks, which I need in order to get the achievements. So that's that. Currently, the money situation is okay. I'm losing my ass. We're going to have to refinance or something like that. Let's just take the burger loans. I don't think I'm going to be positive influence or positive income by paying this off, but that did nothing, almost nothing. That was completely pointless. Yeah, that was completely pointless. Whatever, we're 5 ducats ahead on the same amount of interest, so whatever. It is what it is. God damn it. And the Ottomans are no longer going to help us, so that sucks. However, Mushasha, Hormuz should help us against them whenever they're done with their war against Oman, which should be good for us overall. I think Hormuz should be, unless they have some provinces we need, a pretty loyal ally for the rest of the game. These Ottomans, man. If I wasn't about to fight Mamluks, I might actually ally them. Really, they're breaking their alliance with me. That is just so bogus. All right, well, let's stop that improved relations thing. This should stop the Ottomans from fighting us if we ally their ally. That should hopefully, make them not want to do that. Otherwise, they'll just break the alliance with Transox, making them weaker overall. So no matter what, it's a win-win for me, allying Transox. That puts us at 4-4. We can get rid of the mill access from these guys once the diplomat comes back. Regardless of the situation, having them break alliance because we have, how many provinces they were interested in? It was like 2 at that point. They just added these 2. I mean, breaking that alliance is just so foolish because it's clearly meant, it's the Turkish flag. It's clearly meant to have this be historical friends of the Ottomans, and it's not. Just because of, the things the AI is going to do. The AI always does this, so I'm not surprised. I just think the missions are a little imbalanced because of that. But that's just me. All right, I think I'm ready for this war. I have the manpower. The money is not an issue. I think we'll just take loans and live off debt until we eventually get a positive income Snowball is not that effective that way, but it's just the position we're in. We don't really have this most solid of trade at the moment, so until that happens, this is what we have to deal with. Until you consolidate Persia or one region or another, it's just not possible over here. And I play a lot over here, so I'm used to this kind of scenario. Let's see if we can't get this siege done. I wish I had cannons already, but we're still early. So we'll try and get this siege, and then after that, the rest should follow. I don't think I need to get Qatif. Zarandon shouldn't be an issue. I think they're rival to... No, they're not, so they're going to get access. But I have more men at the moment, so it should be fine. They might raise some more armies, but I think I should be okay. This is bogus. The two superpowers in the area have both warned me. Just bogus. I swear. I mean, that mission, I should have been able to have historical friends with the Ottomans. I really should have. But the fact that it's locked behind stuff that they want is just poor planning, I really think, is poor planning. I mean, maybe it worked out in some of the test runs, but I don't think that should be a thing. In the missions, they should change that a bit, but that's just my opinion. Oh, I can call to armed Hormuz. That should be nice. I will definitely accept. We'll try and use our merc stack maybe to... No, let the merc stack stay, because clearly I need at least 9 units here. I need to get them off my stuff. But I'm worried that Mazaranda might come and wreck my 4K. But I need to get them... yeah, again, out of the blue. Well, they're just waiting outside of Fog of War, waiting for me to do that. That's so silly. Whatever, I'll just wait, I guess. I don't need to... What are they going to do? They're going to annex Naj, maybe 1-2 provinces. I'm still going to be able to get Basra, right? That's all I need, is these 2 provinces from them. So I can just take these 3, maybe all of this if I can. We'll find out eventually. I just need to get these units off of my stuff. The Great Horde will join too? Oh, hell yeah. This should be easy enough then. Unfortunately, I'm not going to get the war goal. That's fine. They can take whatever they want. Whatever's left over, I'll take. And if they vassalize them, I'm SOL, but I don't think that should be an issue. I'm not going around that way. That's ridiculous. Azaranda, unfortunately, is our rival, so we can humiliate and take war ups from them, as well as a bunch of money. So that's really helpful for the age objective and everything else. I think for this one, we'll definitely take either war taxes or the AE impact, I think, is probably pretty good. We have the present 2 continents, everything. So we're getting 2 of the age objectives completed. The large city should come eventually, and the Embrace Renaissance will come eventually as well. So we should have a good amount of these, so we should pop these out pretty quickly. Ouch, Timurids. Ouch. Man, that feels bad. All right, let's send the demand for money and the provinces. That should set us up for concentrate, and also it should get us ready to complete this mission whenever we finish this one first. So we just need to get these 4 provinces, or rather 3, from QQ in about 2 years. We can also finish our government reform. So let's look at that. Compromise for stab cost and legitimacy. But honestly, I think the tax is probably going to be really valuable, especially in the short term. 15% is huge for us right now. So we'll go ahead and honestly, I'll reduce this and then core this up. So now we're just going to have to wait for QQ. I'm going to see if maybe we can get the alliance back with the Ottomans. I doubt it, but it's possible. Maybe if we would have said the right preparations before, maybe they wouldn't have broken the alliance, but can't take it back now. So let's get the units on the border with these rebels and deal with them. They're going to increase the autonomy here, which kind of sucks, but we have to deal with that eventually. Smash rivals with Jam. I'm going to also add Georgia as a rival. We have quite a few provinces with claims in Georgia, so they just finished annexing their vassal, which makes them actually a little bit weaker at the moment. Their force limit is a little less, so it'll be 10-10 more or less, so that's pretty nice. We do have to deal with their mountain forts, but I think we could beat them no problem. In the meantime, let's increase our hug box. I'm going to offer the alliance to Hungary. We're sitting at 4 of 4 now. We can always add an additional one if we want to. Now this will be a little bit ahead of time, but I'll definitely take the next Miltech. Next level infantry is insane, plus we're ahead of time, so we should be good for a little while. And we can definitely take the seized land. Call the diet as well, I think. I don't feel like I can afford another castle, so I can do that. Trade power, that's kind of hard to do at the moment, so I guess we have to take the tax deving. Oh gosh, that sucks. I could have done this a while ago, but I think now is a good time to take the increased levies. And I'm also going to probably see if I can take some religious unity bonuses. I'm sitting at about 66% religious unity, and I kind of need that to go up. So I can take this for 17.9%. Lemons have maxed out privileges, so that's what we're going to have to do. And that feels a little bit better in case I have to ever increase my stab, which is at 0. So if I had a negative stab bonus or a negative stab event, I have the opportunity to do that. So just preparing myself for that possibility. Aragon gets the PU. Like I said, I wish Austria was allied to them instead, but that's okay. Stronger Austria is always weaker Ottomans, which is what I would prefer this run. But if Aragon gets it, that's fine too. Maybe they could also be a potential ally because, well, They're close to the Ottomans, distant war shouldn't matter to them. If they have the PU, that means they might be able to form Spain, militarily, of course, but always an option. I need the Mamluks to drop their warning, because QQ alliances, or QQ truce is up, and I need to go to war ASAP. Did I just surpass them as a rival? I did, damn it. Could use the PP. Should be able to get above 50 and get them to be friendly. That shouldn't be a problem. Can you imagine making a profit in this game? Jeez. All right, we have to fight the Mamluks eventually, but in the meantime, I'm gonna roll marry them, offer them alliance, break that. I think that'll break the warning. At least I hope so. Warning still enabled. Let's see if we can get an alliance there. Is it possible for them to revoke that? We have to wait for it to die off in like 11 years from now. Yikes! They would have to get called into war. They're not allied to them. They're just warning me. Warning your ally. It's kind of rude, dude. Belkadir is getting integrated by the Ottoman. Yeah, still being warned by them. That really sucks. If I can call them into war with Georgia, maybe, then I can go to war. So I just need to get some favors, I suppose. Yeah. Let's curry favors. We'll do it that way. 2 birds, 1 stone. QQ and Georgia. Georgia is Coptic, I believe, or Orthodox, one of the two. Orthodox, so it shouldn't matter about taking all of them. That's gonna make me really big, actually. And worst case scenario, we use the Mamluks against the Ottomans. So that's all right. If I had to break royal marriage for 1 stab, I'll do it. All right, let's get the first idea group. I'm very tempted to go quantity right out of the gate. I do need quantity at some point in this run, either the second or third idea probably, just because I need to get that force limit to go up. But there are other options that might be tempting. So let me just look at those quick before I decide. All right, I'm going to go for quality economic, I believe, and then quantity. I don't think I need a dip idea group in the next 3, so that's, I think, the plan. I was very much debating going exploration because I do have access to the coast now, and getting, control over some of these uncolonized provinces would be really beneficial, especially for our manpower and our force limit, mostly the force limit, if we get colonial nations in Australia. But honestly, I think getting our power base up and running over here is more important. And honestly, this is not a colonial game by any measure, so we're definitely going to go for the quality, I think. Just the first click here is just super beneficial, and that's just a big power spike, so hopefully that'll help us out in a war with the Ottomans and the Mamluks in the near future. I really want the tax modifier. 15% is kind of huge, but honestly, I'm a little bit behind on admin. I think that CCR helped me catch up. Actually, I'm not behind on admin. What the heck? Never mind. We're definitely taking the tax. I thought I was way behind. I was not paying attention. Yeah, the tax modifier is going to be huge. The Diplo rep doesn't matter. We're not playing a subject game. The tax is just massive. 2.6 ducats a month now. Like, that is substantial. All right, Mamluks won't join the war here. Look, Zikamuk will, which is unfortunate, but we can handle that. So let's go ahead and do that. Great Horde won't join, but they might if they finish that war against Muscovy. Probably will lose. Probably won't, because they'll be in debt. If I ask these guys to prepare for war, they will help me, actually. That's probably a thing I should do. I do have quite a few favors. I do need to get at least 70 favors with them to get the mission complete, but we're going to quick do this. Don't need the favors with Mamluks anymore. That can be on its own. Prepare for war, and let's get QQ taken care of. I think Baghdad should be a good war goal, and let's do it. I should be able to occupy all of this, no problem. There's no forts or anything, and then we can move in up here. Could develop colonialism in Baghdad at some point, so there's no one I can really buy the Renaissance from. So we just have to wait for that to spread naturally. I'm okay with taking the tech a little bit ahead of time. We're about 25% penalty at the moment, but no one's on tech 6 mil yet, so that's the big one. I can't accept this. Sorry, Hungary. That's no, wrong button. Okay, the game kind of crashed for a second there. That's crazy. I meant to hit this button. Anyways, all right, tempting as it is, let's see how much of our coalition we have before we decide our options here. I really would like war taxes, but if we go for all of this plus this entire state, that's 100% war score more or less, and the coalition is nothing. So I'm not even gonna bother with this. I love justified wars, but I'm taking the war taxes first, 100%. That is just so dang valuable. Let's turn those bad boys on. All right, we may have lost a fight or two, but good buddy Transox is carrying us a little bit here. Got the Siege of Tabriz for us, and now we should be able to occupy everything and take everything we want. Ooh, you're about to get stacked wiped, dude. That sucks. Owie. Oh, Persia formed. That's kind of neat. All right, so we get about 21 ducats and all of these provinces. There is no coalition that matters. Only one who really cares is Persia, but not by much because they're the only Shia country in the area. Actually, no, they're Sunni. Interesting. But yeah, it's because they're rival to us and they're next door. But that shouldn't be a problem. We're definitely going to be concentrating this state 5 to for the cost of 3, and this stuff here as well. Unfortunately, this can be concentrated too. Beautiful. All right, so we can core all that stuff and finish off some missions. So secure Mesopotamia. We get 100 admin. Beautiful. We need that for coring. Local dev cost for 15 years, and some monthly devastation. However, we save this for colonialism. We can get really cheap colonialism in Baghdad. That might be good considering we already have Basra. So I think we save that. I think we definitely save that. Let's reduce this by 1. We're running solo on admin, but I guess we're ahead of time by a little bit, technically. So we're doing okay there. Definitely worth it to save that, I think. If we can save that for like, I don't know, at least 1480, maybe 1485. We can definitely use that dev cost reduction for colonialism. So that is a big click. Yeah, I think it's time I just go to war with, I think it's time I go to war with Georgia. I mean, they're at war with QQ, so they'll probably end up taking all of this. And if I can just eat all of my claims, even better. Especially since I'm not currently using any of my aggressive expansion with the Orthodox. Orthodox countries aren't going to really care. So let's go ahead and do this. I mean, do they have any allies? Definitely not. They're guaranteed by the autos or something? No, I'm just warned. Okay, that's fine. That can be the war goal. And let's just do it. These forts are ridiculous, by the way. But we should be fine. Dang nabbit, Regency. But our region's pretty good. Depending on the situation, I might extend that, actually. Our area is just about to come of age, so it's not like it's an issue. But that stab cost just... I hate that so much. This sucks. Religious unity is kind of a pain, but I have to boost this up at least twice. Honestly, I'll do it 3 times. It'll be a while till the war is over, and I can, I guess, be a little behind on admin. That's just unfortunate. I can, however, call Hormuz into the war, which I'm definitely going to do, because I need some help here. If they attack me in this mountain fort, I'll be really pissed if I have to lose this wall breach. So, should be okay, I think. Blessings on blessings. We get a free stab. I needed that. All right, and all my allies are getting declared on, so that's unfortunate. I'm losing trust like crazy by breaking these alliances for nothing. Whatever. We'll be fine. Oh, we got so lucky we got the 28% siege, and then we win that fight instead of losing it. All right, we need to get back on this fort before the garrison comes back. It's at 240, so... All right, 380 now. But we should be able to breach that wall and get this fort back really fast. I'm pleased with this. All right, let's take all of this in money from these guys. We should get most of the cash, 237 ducats of that, not bad. Definitely going to concentrate here, and definitely going to concentrate... Well, that's about all I can concentrate. We actually complete another mission with this, safeguard the Caucasus. We get 100 mil power and 10 years of separatism reduction, so that's going to help with the rebel problems, as well as some perma claims. And that's the end of that mission tree, but we get claims on the rest of the Caucasus, so that's really nice. I'll buy that down one time, and then we'll core everything up. And we need to get our units grouped and deal with these rebels, because I do not want to have my provinces defect at the moment. We are kind of in trouble. So let's just deal with the sect that's currently sieging, and then we'll get Tabriz and siege the rest of Iraq down. And we are currently nowhere near Renaissance, so we're going to take the Tech 6 mill. Definitely worth it. We'll upgrade our cav. We don't only have, I think we only have 1 cav unit, but I guess we will do that. And then anyways, kind of maybe bad idea to do that considering that we're having so many rebels and the rebel cav get your tech. So maybe not the wisest decision, but if I ever do build more cav, I have that option to not have to worry about it. This is not what I want to deal with right now, but I guess I kind of have to. Transox is a good ally to have. Persia, we can beat them. Maybe they'll even give me some provinces. Well, they managed to separate Peace Farzad. That kind of sucks for them. All right. Well, they did give us 1 province, which is nice, I suppose. Could have been better. We will statify this stuff, though. Use our admin in one way or another. We are making a lot more money now. Our income is about 14. That's a lot more than in the barely a ducat we had before. Now we just have to find a way to go to war with the Ottomans, I believe. I think we win. I mean, we pretty much, yeah, we definitely won. We're like 50k men above that in terms of the total manpower reserves. So I think we have to just wait till we get favors with the Mamluks, which we want 15. So why won't they join without favors? If we ask them to prepare for war, they will do it. Maybe we just wait for our manpower to recover, maybe build a few more units, run a bit of a deficit, but I think we should be able to beat the Ottomans no problem. So that will probably be our next target, now that we have truces with everyone around us, except for the Ottomans. That's the best route for expansion. All right, let's get the last bit of trust with Transox. That should complete the Sublime Alliance mission. So that'll give us the leader shock and the Diplo relations till the end of the game. So that's pretty nice. That'll secure our alliance with them for pretty much ever. Being a historical friend makes them have a huge bonus. Yep, plus 25. So that's pretty nice. Would have been great to have the Ottomans as a historical friend, but it is what it is. However, we did need this one province from them, so we would have had to turn on them eventually. That's fine. Now we just need to use the Mamluks to fight the Ottomans, and then after I think we beat them once, we don't probably need the Mamluks anymore. We can just rotate our wars against these three main powers here, and we should be good from there. Did I just recruit a bunch of Janissaries for free? That's going to wreck my manpower a little bit, but I guess I can use the free units. We need to recover our men for sure. Oh boy, puts me at force limit, does it? Not quite. All right, I think we get rid of the cav then. Turn our maintenance down a little bit, and yeah, that should do it for a while. We'll just have to wait and recover. We need to make sure the Mamluks are up to tech. Right now they're on 5, Ottomans are on 7. So I kind of want cannons before we invade them, because that's going to be kind of crazy if we don't wait for that. I think they'll probably end up kicking our butts. I am over on GovCap by quite a bit, actually. I did not realize that, so we're going to have to give out some land rights, unfortunately, but it is what it is. That'll put us under the cap, so that's going to be nice. Okay, so we can probably boost our economy a little bit here. We get construction cost and some flat yearly tax plus tolerance for 10 years. So that's pretty nice. And it looks like the Ottomans are actually losing to the Mamluks right now. Mamluks took a bunch of land back. They still have to get the Halab fort. They must have guaranteed, or no, they allied Karaman. Ottomans still declared the war anyways. They might end up losing the war, but this stack was just beating a bunch of Ottoman stacks, so a weaker Ottomans is always a plus, even if the Mamluks are weakened by because of it. We just need to get the Transox to not accept the call to arms, and we should be able to maybe sneak in there. Good thing to remember that they did this, because they're going to be a lot stronger for the next 50 years. Jeez. If I get large city, I can pop mine. Or if I just get Renaissance, that's always a plus. Which is, speaking of which, not quite here yet. Mamluks have to have it soon, right? 2 per month? That's still not fast enough for them to sell it to me. Is anybody willing to sell it to me? The Pope. Thank you, Pope, man. I will take it. My main issue is the economy, not quite my cores. So again, I'm going to take the tax farming, I think. That is going to be really valuable. And I think I might actually accept both of these cultures if I can help it. Okay, I can only one for now. But at some points, I'm going to be able to get all of the Levant cultures when I get to Empire rank. So that's going to be nice. But I might as well get the Armenian and Kurdish while I can, because they're going to be part of my empire regardless. That'll help us out quite a bit. We just need to get up to the next tier of government, and I need to get some prestige in order for that to happen. All right, so Mamluks pieced out Fars, and they gave us some provinces. They actually gave us 4 provinces. Okay, sweet. I'll coral that up. I don't think that really affected our aggressive expansion too much. No, it really didn't, so we should be fine. That's a good trade. All pushing towards what we need it to. 2 centers of trade, even better. All right, let's take some loans out from the burghers, and let's embrace the institution. And might as well jump up to Tech 7 right away. And I'll even jump up to Tech... No, I won't jump to Tech 8 mil yet. I'll at least get the first idea group here. The manpower modifier will be really big for me, but I think keeping this close to getting Tech 8 on time would be great. In the meantime, I can take another idea. Now, I'm tempted to go admin, because stacking the ideas would be really nice. But if there's something that gives me force limit, that might even be better. So let's take a look and see what does what. Infrastructure might not be bad. Of course, economic is always so good. Yeah, I think we definitely go for economic. Getting the land force limit plus 10% might actually be a difference maker in getting the achievement. So we'll definitely do that. We can start dumping some ideas in here. And just like that, we're a great power. Probably lose our spot on the list once somebody else embraces. But no, we're actually pretty on par with England, actually. That's good to see. All right, so we have about 5 years overlap from this 15 years and when colonialism gets here. So we have about 5 years to dev that institution in Baghdad. So let's go ahead and take that admin. And I think right away we're going to dump that into the tax modifier. Hopefully that 15% boosts our economy a little bit. We're currently making 13.8 ducats from tax. That's pretty good for our size. All right, guys, we're going to declare war on Persia. I think we're going to take this province as the war goal. Just kidding, that's not a province I have a claim on. This province I do have a claim on, just because there's no zone of control around it, so we can easily occupy that. We'll get the war score going. But I think first we're going to try and get Shirvan and Georgia out of the war. I'm just going to siege on all their non-fort provinces. Actually, they don't even have a fort anymore. I think I took all their forts in the last war with these two. So that should be pretty nice. I can't take any, well, maybe I can take a little bit of land, non-co-belligerent. But the Ottomans are, unfortunately, hugboxing me a little bit here in the Caucasus. And they have a truce with the Mamluks, so we can't go to war with them directly right away. So we're going to go for Persia first and just see how that goes. And we're going to, again, take this province as the war goal, and let's get at it. Let's try and get these men out of here. Great Horde should probably siege these guys down pretty quickly. All right, we got the stack wipe. Beautiful. These guys back to the capital. Split these up. Get a full carpet siege going. Take money and see what else we can take from them, and then on to Shirvan. And we can make a little bit of money off Gujarat, so we might as well sell them the institution. I wanted to get a few defensive allies before the war started, so I picked Delhi and Gujarat because they are allied to each other, so I won't have any conflict of interest there. So that will help me defensively in case the Ottomans get any ideas during this war. I honestly don't think a coalition matters against this with this Orthodox guys, so I mean, Persia only gets -8, so we're really not pushing too much in the coalition territory aside from the Orthodox nations. So I think I definitely just take money and provinces from these guys. I don't think I need Trebizond, but is it a center of trade? It is. I definitely will take it. Yeah, we'll definitely take that. That gets rid of the Mamluk border with, or the Ottoman border with them too, so the warning won't do anything for me. Nice. I think this is going to be our clean border along the Caucasus here. Yeah, we can go and core all that up. See if we can't send these units down to peace out Shirvan, and then hopefully start sieging the stuff before Transox gets any ideas. But at least they have the capital fort siege. That's nice. Because I know they want all the land we want too, so they might not give it to us as far as occupations go. We did send some people up to Nogai here in terms of war objective, but it seems like Great Horde is on top of that. All right, money and war ups from Nogai. Get them out of this war. Transox needs to get their men back on their border and get these guys under control. But right now we're pretty much even on units, and I think we can handle them with our probably have more cannons than them, I would assume. So should be able to take care of Persia. And from them, I think what I want is a bunch of centers of trade. And I think this is just, you know, nice clean borders expanding all the way over here. Should be fine. Won a huge battle on this mountain fort over here. So now we can catch out Afghanistan's troops and a few of Persia's troops as well. And we get the reinforce from the Great Horde on the dry lands, so the cap combat ability will help us out. Pretty nice victory there. Let's get back onto the war goal. And Transox needs to start pulling their weight here. Let's do claims border and claims for now. Let's grab... actually, how much admin do I need to core this stuff? 620. Yeah, I can't take tech right now. Dang. Oh, Afghanistan wants to white peace? Yeah. That really changes everything. Nice. All right, we can take all of this from Persia. Coalition shouldn't matter. We're definitely going to concentrate that. Let's see, how much are we going to need to spend on coring? That's the real question here. We're over the gov cap, but we can upgrade this. That'll increase our gov cap a little bit, so the coring will be just as cheap as it should be. Then reduce that, and we can core pretty much everything. That's great. Okay, sweet. Good thing we didn't take any tech or ideas there. We can spend some mill on the ship morale. That'll give us the 15% manpower, which will be really nice for recovering our manpower. We're really low at the moment, but that makes us feel a lot bigger. We have the options to trade company Persia. I don't think I'm going to trade company Persia. I think I'm going to statify it, and then we can just, you know, use that as a power base more or less to push more into the Mamluks and the Ottomans. At some point, maybe I might unstate it and turn it into trade companies and just statify Anatolia and the Levant, but that is for future, not current at the moment. So all is well in Hisn Kayfa. Just have to find a way to go to war with the Ottomans. Although now's not a bad time. They don't have really any allies at the moment. Transox won't join because they're war exhausted. How many favors do I have yet? 43. So at 50, I can have them break alliance, which is good. Make sure we re-up the royal marriage. And what's stopping the Mamluks? I think they're just in debt. Yeah, 1,000 in debt. But we should hopefully be able to use them to fight the Ottomans at some point. That or the Ottomans will declare on the Mamluks, or vice versa, and we can just swoop in and take up as much land as we can as a third party. But what's killing us right now is our fort line. I mean, we're spending 8 ducats on forts. I need to delete some at some point here. I think I'm going to keep Tabriz and get rid of this. It'd be nice. No, that's not a valuable fort at all either. It's dry lands. So let's just get rid of that. I think I'll keep this fort. That's valuable. I might even... I was going to say I might get rid of this fort here. I mean, it does border the Ottomans, which will help. We do have a fort in our capital, which is also mountains. So should probably keep the forts here as well. Let's just seize land so we get that tax modifier to go away. That'll help us a little bit. And how is our conversions? 23 months. We can do that. Finally, we can rival the Ottomans. I think we're going to do that. We're going to hold our last rival spot. We'll eventually have to rival the Mamluks. That's probably just how we'll break the alliance, just hitting that button. Let's see, maybe if we could probably rival or ally Poland at this point. I don't think they're quite ready to do that. They rival the Mamluks, so they will not ally me. Are there any other large nations that I can possibly seek an alliance with? I don't really think so, unless France might want to jump on board, but I don't see anybody too close on this list that I'm interested in, at least. So we just have to stick with who we got. Gujarat wants some knowledge sharing. We'll hit that button, give him some knowledge sharing, take some money, turn our forts off, turn the maintenance down. We should be making some cash now. Alrighty, let's just have the Transocks break their alliance with the Ottomans. They are really, really safe right now. Ming as an ally, and Ming has not collapsed this game yet, so that's pretty good for them. So that'll put a truce timer with them for 5 years. But it'll really help us out here. If I can get the Mamluks to prepare for war and lose some of that debt, maybe we can get them to help us. Their leader being cruel kind of sucks, though, so not quite sure exactly what we're going to do here. Hopefully they don't ally like Tunis or somebody annoying, or Morocco or something, or France, heaven forbid. But no, they're rivaled, so we should be okay on that department. Cores have finished, and we're making 10 ducats a month in profit right now, which is just awesome. 90% tax bonus, by the way. The tax meta is insane. Look at that. All right, let's do this. Let's turn on all our forts and make sure that our units are a little ways away from the Ottomans in the fog of war. But we asked the Mamluks to prepare for war, and the Mamluks will join. That'll put us pretty even, and it should be good because the Ottomans just declared a war for Rhodos, which means they're at war with Venice. So if I wait a little bit, I'm sure the troops will be up here in Treviso trying to siege that fort down. So we just kind of have to wait for that siege to start, and we should pretty much be ready to roll. We can probably take all of Anatolia in a very short amount of time. I more or less just want my claims. So if I can get my claims, and then maybe Adana and Isel, that'd be awesome, because then I can get more Aleppo trade. So that's the primary goal of this war. Yeah, that should do it. And I think it's very possible that I could do some reconquest if I can release 2 vassals. So maybe I release, see, the primary culture is Turkish. So I can release Etrena from these provinces after I release Karaman. And that should allow me to do some reconquests for some of the Anatolian nations, Karaman being the big one. So if I can just release that and then do a reconquest afterwards, that would be ideal. Could always do that with Syria as well at some point, but I think just owning the land myself is more valuable in the Aleppo trade node at least. So we'll see what I want to end up doing. In the meantime, let's take the half-off Discipline Advisor, and I think we should probably take... We can take this one. I'm going to start doing a spy network just to try and make our sieges go faster. And we'll leave 1 diplomat free to declare war in about a month. Or I think it's now or never. We need to get these occupations over here. Thankfully, there's no fort, and the Mamluks troops are down here, so we should be able to occupy this stuff before they get there, unless the Autos, of course, march right into me and whip me in a fight. If they do that, then Mamluks probably going to get the occupations, but let's do it. Unfortunately, we're going to have some rebels pop up in our nation. Hopefully the Mamluks can deal with those. We don't have to waste our own manpower on it. And of course, they have rebel problems over here in Hormuz, so they're going to send all their units down there first. Hopefully these guys move. I guess they're moving towards Fezzan, which again, this isn't going to help me. I want to one-on-one the Ottomans for a little while until they get their troops in order. Colonialism is here, so I can start using my excess points in Baghdad. I'm ahead on mill and dip, so unfortunately, don't want to use my mill just yet, but I can dump my diplo points into Baghdad. So let's encourage development, and let's dump some dip points in here. That's 28 dev, that's so cheap right now. If I wasn't at war, I'd upgrade this, actually. Maybe I wait till the war's over. Save a little bit of our points that way. I'm gonna go ahead and try for radical reforms here. Get these guys. Try to fish in the inflation guy. They're pretty solid. Can stack those, get that early. That's just a huge amount of points. 400 points I can use towards deving or getting the next idea group. All right, let's peace out Fezzan for war up some money. Hopefully these Ottomans don't pop out of nowhere. They should be dealing with Venice at the moment. They just sieged down their capital, so Mamluks should move their troops, and we should hopefully be able to win some fights over here after we get the siege of Karaman. Maybe we can fight around the Highlands fort. That would be ideal. If we can get Ankara as well, then we should be well in control of the peninsula. And the boats just dropped the men off from Venice. Hopefully they don't come out of nowhere and bot me. Who's the bigger fleet? Mamluks or Ottomans? 53 to 30. Yeah, Ottomans for sure. But there's no way they have a smaller fleet if they just beat Venice. I'm gonna have to run from this. That's unfortunate. Losing in battle. They wreck me on that terrain. Ouch. 6,000 losses. All right, Mamluks, come on. You gotta get over here, buddy. There's a swarm of Ottoman bros. Dude, what are you doing? Just come over here. I guess he's marching. This is the ridiculous part. Why are we sieging down this when we could be focusing on Anatolia? All right, let's get our discipline. That'll really help us out. We get one more idea group here in admin, which we definitely will take. We get the bonus morale. That will help us out. And then hopefully we can get the Renaissance Embrace and all our provinces, then we can hopefully be able to get the golden era and maybe be on par with them. All right, let's see if we catch them out here without a general. Got the morale tick on the Highlands fort. I don't think I even need a sortie. Beautiful. Now that is what I call a nice fight. What's the ticking? The war score is Malaita, so if I can just reoccupy this, sit on the ticking war score, we should be okay. Dude, Mamluks, get over here. All right, we need to get this morale bonus. Here it is. Beautiful. Well, that sucks. They're not going to get that siege. We'll, however, take this 3k cav out. That'll be nice. Feels good. I wonder, can we win a fight here in the Highlands? Oh, yes, we can. I need to split my units up and make sure I get these sieges afterwards, though. Mams want pretty much everything I want. They'll give me this stuff, which is good, because that way I can release something out of Silvis. I just want these 5 provinces for sure. I want this for myself, and then I maybe want Karaman. Catching a stack of horses out here in the drylands. Can I get them? I can get them caught out here too. Nice. Picking up these stacks will be really, really good. Unfortunately, Mamluks are going to lose that fight. I think I'm going to beat them in the Highlands here. I'm just going to reinforce this like crazy. Yeah, they lost that one. Let's see if we can get on a Karaman. Hopefully keep the siege going. They have no manpower left. Nice. And Mamluks have 30k. Sweet. Alright, unfortunately I can't quite siege stuff yet. They're losing stupid fights. At least they're dealing with my rebels. Alright, radical reforms. I will definitely take the eminent dip, and I can replace my advisors. No problem. I think I will dump a little bit of dip into Baghdad. Start the colonialism push. See if we can catch them out without a leader. We can, absolutely. Nice stack wipe. That's huge. They have no manpower left, so if we get a stack wipe like that again, they're gonna be really struggling. A big mistake, dude. That is a Highlands fort, and you are outnumbered. Huge. Oh, they're marching. Okay, let's go, Mams. Pick them off at Ankara. Okay, you should have followed me, man. I think I still win, though. Oh, yeah, they're gonna reinforce. We're good. No way we lost that. Whatever, we still have the fort. They're not gonna breach that wall in time. We're almost max ticking. There's no way we're gonna get something like this. I really love just to get something like that, but how much? 40 reasons. I'm taking the tax again. It's just so good. Nice, got a 14%er. Okay, sweet. Some of these guys are stuck. I really hope they don't get reinforced and I just get wrecked here, but yep, nice. We have control. Oh yeah, here we go. Let's go, Mama Jammas. Beat them up. I don't think they have anywhere to go. Pretty sure they're stuck. Oh, they're actually doing well there. There's no way they lose to a 9k stack. That's crazy. That leader is insane. Yeah, they won. Okay, cool. So let's try and siege down everything we can and then piece them out before the Mamluks leave the war. I'm at 72 out of 81, so we should be able to do a little carpet sieging and win the war. That's just, feels so good to win. Damn, Mamluks pieced out. Weaklings. We got Kocelli. Oh, dude, why are you taking that fight? Oh, man, they totally screwed me there. I wanted them to get on a fort. Maybe if I go over here, they'll try and get on Karaman or something. I still want war reps. That's a lot of reasons, though. Dude, why are you going over there, man? All right, let's see if we can get on the Ankara fort, win a couple of fights, and then we should be able to probably peace out. Okay, that's one. Get onto the 7k stack. How are they doing that well against me? All right, let's take apart these little stacks, and then we're going to change our unit type to get the better units. There's a stack wipe there. All right, now we can comfortably upgrade our units. 81 to 91. Take apart these guys. Get some stack wipes again. They got 10k sitting right there. Unfortunate. I get my morale back. This is farmlands, I believe. No, woods. So we're gonna get a bonus in the defensiveness. So close, man. So close. Oh, their manpower just is infinite. I swear it is. All right, let's see if we can't catch them out on the woods fort. We should be able to win pretty easily here. Nice, that's another war score. Let's go stand on this fort and occupy the rest of everything else. I really want the war reps. This is probably going on for way too long. All right, standing on the fort. Still can't get the war reps. 3 reasons away, though. 3 reasons. Maybe some occupations will do it. Another month. Not quite. This occupation of Sarhan should do it. Not quite. Still on 85. Stand on this. Come on. So close. Yeah, we got no more occupation. That's it. All right, we get what we want plus war reps. That was really difficult. And the next war probably just as difficult, if not more difficult. So that's gonna suck, but at least we get what we want. All right, let's release some subjects. We're gonna go right away and get these strong duchies as well, right when we do this. So let's go ahead and go to our dip screen. Let's release Karaman and what's this nation here? Eretna and Karaman. All right, let's do it. They both should be able to get 1 province. Yes. So we get a subject there, and we get a subject here. Let's corp everything, and then let's go ahead and get these strong duchies. Beautiful, now we're not over our relations limit. We're perfectly at 7 out of 7. And the next war, we should be able to reconquest on Ottomans for quite a lot. I mean, just look at these claims, or these cores rather. That war really took a lot out of me, but I think it took a lot more out of them. So let's regroup our units, send them back to our capital, and then we'll hopefully beat this guy to that siege. And then I think we have just enough money. Upgrade Baghdad. I'm going to expand infrastructure one time, and let's just dump some points in here. I'm caught up on all the texts except for admin, so that's what we're going to use. Mill and dip. Not quite up there yet. We might use a little bit of admin, I suppose. So we're getting close. 78%, and then colonialism will be ours. And we do have a little bit of an incentive to get Baghdad a little bit higher dev. I believe we need to have 25 dev in Baghdad, so we got that done. So that's nice. Now we just need to get Cathedral and a marketplace there. And then it will get some governing cost discounts. So that's really nice. So it doesn't need to be our capital, and it still gets the provincial governing cost discount, which is awesome. Also 100 free prosperity, always good. Oh, what the? Persia's got a center of conversion. That's so annoying. I can probably force religion and take a couple provinces in the next war. The truce is coming up. Wonder how much it would cost to do that. Ooh, that's nice. I'll take the flat money. We can use that to pay off our loans with some high interest ones. And we also are going to be embracing the institution soon. So I think we might save the rest of this to embrace. We're gonna be really close to embracing. Damn, I was gonna use Delhi and Gujarat to fight Persia, but they're gonna have to finish this war first. We should win that, so maybe afterwards. All right, I think it's time to fight these guys. We're gonna call in the Mamluks and Delhi. Great Horde might be able to call in a little bit, so with Gujarat as well. These guys are just getting ganked up by everyone around them, so that's unfortunate for them over in India. But Persia is about to get a bunch of provinces annexed again. So 19 days, diplomat will come back, and we can declare this war. All right, here we go. First, we're going to attack Georgia and Shirvan. I did co-belligerent Georgia, so I think I'll full annex them. Maybe take a few provinces from these guys as well, just clean up the border. Yeah, that looks good. We'll just take the border provinces, I think. We have a manpower mission from the estates, so let's just bump that up. We have excess manpower, so we get about 1,000 there. Max manpower is growing steadily. We're at 46,000 now. That's pretty good. I just need to get a little bit of time at peace, and maybe I can recover some of that, build some more units, and then we can fight maybe the Mamluks or the Ottomans one-on-one. All right, let's pull annex Georgia here. Go ahead and core all that up. And as soon as the siege finishes, we'll probably peace out Shirvan as well. I just want all these provinces. They can keep their one province. Finish our buildings in Baghdad, so we get the City of Peace. We get end of the game modifiers, unrest, and provincial governing costs, so that's going to help our gov cap as well. We also get a 100 prosperity in the state, so that's pretty sweet. Man, when it gets to 40 dev and we have a few other requirements, we'll be able to get 100 splendor and advisor and dip tech cost until our ruler death. Local dev cost minus 10% till the end of the game. They probably just need to compete with Constantinople for that one. It's at 43. Yeah, we can get Baghdad higher than that for sure. I think now's a good time to pop the golden era. About 50 years for that should be good. Save me some cost for coring all this stuff up. All right, let's send this peace deal to Shirvan. Should be able to core all that up. We're sitting on about 80. We need another 377, so I might actually have to sit in this war for a little bit to keep myself from getting too overextended. Not like it's the end of the world. We get the war taxes going on, so I'm probably making a little bit more money. Big money on war ups from no guy. All right, let's just peace out now. Makes it a lot easier. I'm going to concentrate where I can. Hopefully that brings the price down. Does a little bit. Now we can just kind of hang out until the cores finish. And I think the Ottomans will be their next target again. Let's finish the Lifeline of Mashriq for a bunch of bonuses to production. Well, those could be good. Commonwealth formed, and they surpassed the Mamluks as rivals. So that means they can ally me. So I'm going to improve relations with them. And if I can get them to beat up on the Ottomans, we should be able to take on Muscovy. Because that alliance block is ridiculous and needs to go. All right, let's take out a few loans. It feels bad, but I kind of feel like I have to do it. Let's embrace... catch up on tech, can upgrade that and the cannons, and I really like another stack, so we're gonna go ahead and build 16 units over here in Baghdad, and that should do it for now. So if I can't pay off these 1%ers and then clear the 4%ers with the burger loans. Oh yeah, baby, Commonwealth as an ally, let's go. Nice. I'm going to try and curry favors with them so we can have them beat up on the autos. Oh, yes, and they will do it if I ask them to, and that's enough men to beat Russia. Let's go. All right, let's curry some favors. I think I'm going to take the... I can't even begin to pronounce that, but this government reform from military one. I do like military engineering, but I feel like this was pretty good. This one I can only get if I complete the Legacy of Saladin events, so that I believe is this one. So then we just need to have 60,000 men and some tradition. So we're not quite there yet, but we should be able to get there shortly, and we can always change the government reform later. So I think for the meantime, we'll just try this one out, see how it goes. 2 land leader shock is pretty much the big thing there, which is pretty awesome. The autonomy change is going to be nice, too, for speeding up how fast we can get our economy snowballing. All right, let's do a little bit of refinancing here. We'll take one more loan, pay off the 1%ers, take out the indebted to the merchant guilds again. Use that to pay off the 4% loans, and that decrease our interest by about half, so that's pretty nice. Let's catch up on tech a little bit here, get to 9. 10 will unlock the next idea group. We're going to go for quantity, I believe. We'll just skip the dip ideas altogether until later on. Not quite sure which one we would get. Probably diplomatic for the provincial war score cost, or maybe influence, because we'll be having some vassals to annex. Regardless, I'm going to be going for quality or quantity next. All right, I think it's time to fight the Ottomans again. We're going to do a reconquest. Let's send our units over here, and let's see what they'll end up giving us and for how much war score. So return cores to our subjects. I believe that's it. So that's 61 war score there, and then I can take more provinces. So I think, ideally, we would begin integrating one of these guys, and maybe feed Karaman, integrate this guy, and then release Byzantium from, like, maybe this. That might be good. So something like that would be awesome. That would give us quite a bit. And then Ottomans would be done, more or less. There's nothing else they can do to that. Wow, we were just able to siege down Anatolia so fast. We get 2 wall breaches here, too. So we can finish this and then probably maybe head across the strait. Commonwealth has the strait blockaded, and Constantinople's only a level 1 fort. So we get across here. We can maybe help the Commonwealth out in fighting the Ottomans from the south. Right now they're doing a pretty decent job of sieging down Muscovy, so maybe we can piece Muscovy out, and then we can concentrate on the Balkans. All right, we're going to fight them on Constantinople. It's farmland, so we don't really get too much. We do get a crossing penalty somehow. Oh, come on now. That was unfortunate. I thought I'd be able to win that a lot faster. I guess not. Anyways, let's get our check 10, and we're going to bump quantity ideas real fast. We are real head on Militech, so we might as well dump some ideas in here. These two are going to make us recover manpower so fast. 80,000 cap now. No idea what the Mamma Jammas are doing. They're dicking around in Fazan, so let's piece these guys out again for more ups in money. Maybe they can send some units actually to join the fight. That's me and Commonwealth doing all the heavy lifting over here right now. It's fine. We're going to drop the Mamluks as an ally after this war anyways, because we need this province for claims over Persia, and we need to get into Syria. Nice air. We lost all of the land we took in the Anatolia, unfortunately. The 2 main forts. Hopefully the Mamluks don't... Well, they will probably start occupying everything, but as long as we get the provinces we need, we should be fine. I'm going to take the dip rep and Liberty Desire because I think I'm going to start integrating my subjects. So the dip rep will make that faster. And I think I'm going to accept Georgian culture just because I have some dip to spare. All right, Muscovy will peace out for war rep, so we're going to take that for sure. Now the Commonwealth should be able to come down here in the Balkans and help us out. That's quite a bit of war reps too. That's like 5 ducats a month. Like the entire Ottoman army right here. They're about to lose in Kocaeli. That's pretty hype. We can probably cross the strait and occupy Constantinople and just piece them out right away. Ming rivaled us. Like we're ever going to fight them. Alrighty, let's piece these guys out. I'll take a little bit of money. All these provinces plus the return course. Be nice to get Ankara too, but that's fine. Yeah, let's just do that. And we can get rid of that spy network temporarily. Might as well get rid of the favors as well. The Ottomans are so weakened now. You can start annexing these guys right away, which I think I will. Let's annex them. I'm going to... I think we can go 1 over the relations limit. That's fine. But what I plan to do here is I'm going to release Byzantium from 1 province. That way we can do another reconquest in the next war. And I'm going to feed Karaman all of this. And that's the last province. And we should be good to go. Karaman gets all their cores back. And we have a strong vassal on the Ottoman border. We can send our units to come deal with their rebels. And we can get ready to possibly break the alliance with the Mamluks. I don't think we need them anymore. Let's just do it right now. Goodbye. That was fun while it lasted. They were a good help, but their usefulness is at an end. Now we just need to get all of Syria, and we need to also get Basra as well. So I'm not sure if it'd be better to maybe like release Syria or something and then reconquest, because that's a lot of provinces. And how many of them do we need for the mission? 8. Okay, so we just need to get 7 more. I think we can get that. Get them on a war score, and that will give us more permanent claims for the next war. So I think I'm just going to take the land myself. I don't feel like releasing them as a vassal. I think I'll accept Karaman's offer to become a march. I don't think I'm going to be integrating them. I think the only reason I'm integrating these guys is because I just want the relation slot available for Byzantium. So let's just go ahead and integrate make the Karaman march. That should allow us to have a little bit of a stronger vassal swarm, if you will, if you consider 2 vassals or 3 vassals a vassal swarm, but every little bit counts. It's like a forced ally. This might be a little bit overkill, but I want to make sure their truce timers are synced with mine, so let's just declare this war. And we should be able to eat a lot of Persia here. I'm not going to get too much use out of my permanent claims that I'll get once I get Hassa from the Mamluks, but it'll be fine. From them, I probably just want the rest of that for clean borders. I want Yazd, and I think I want any kind of Persia trade that I can get, really. That looks pretty good, actually. Yeah, that looks like clean borders to me. I swear to God, if this forces me to get stack wiped because it's making me flee to a rebel province, I'm going to be so pissed. My good heir died. I'm getting rid of him. Again, if I get stack wiped, I'm going to be so mad. Okay, thank God. All right, let's peace out Persia for all of this. Shouldn't be a coalition. They're the only Shia nation that really exists. Cleans up the borders a little bit. I can definitely concentrate some of this stuff. At least I hope so. I guess not. We're going to be a little overextended for a while, I suppose. That's fine. We have about a year or so until we can fight the Mamluks. So we might as well regroup our units and put them on the border. All right, well, we built some more units. We're not making nearly as much money now because we have a lot more artillery in our employ. Hopefully these cannons are worth it, but we're going to go to war with Mamluks now. I think we'll just break that spy network with Persia, and we'll get ready to go to war. Take Halab as the war goal, and if I can, I'll barrage it down. We are ahead on mill, even though we are doing a mill idea group. Ideally, before the end of this war, we'll get the Rise of the Eagle, so just one more idea, and we can get that CCR. In the meantime, we do have a bit of cores to catch up on. But let's see how this war goes. This should be pretty easy. It is a 1v1 plus their allies, but I think we'll take this, of course, for the mission. And we need about 6 or 7 provinces in Syria here. 7, we need 7, so let's count them. For sure, we'll take the forts, and that's 7 exactly. So I think that's just what we do. It's pretty clean war for this borders and stuff. So, and the coalition isn't even a thing. So that's what we take. Hopefully we can get it done quickly. Big battle over here. We just got the siege. Oh, we're gonna have to deal with that. I think we might be able to stack wipe Funge, or however you want to say it. Let's get back onto that fort. These guys can siege that down. These guys can deal with the rebels for now. Don't quite need to get onto Qatif yet. Can we get here fast enough? Are we gonna lose this because it's the defensive terrain? Yikes. All right, just hang out behind the forts, I suppose. Nice stack wipe on the mountain fort. Guess gotta get a morale tick right now, otherwise I'm gonna be SOL. These Mammajamas are no joke. They do have no manpower now, which is bonus. How much? 468 admin I need for this. There's the morale tick. Let's reinforce. It's a grassland, so it's not defensive terrain, but I think we still just obliterate them. Nice. Just sacked Cairo. We'll definitely do that. Definitely pay the money. Nice. Back-to-back defensive fights. All right, let's try and stack wipe this like 6k. Man, this is so easy. Until I run out of manpower, which hopefully won't happen anytime soon. Should be able to stack wipe this 4k. Beautiful. Oh, yes. They're fleeing to here. Beautiful. Not quite a stack wipe. Where are they trying to flee to? Shat? I'm gonna catch them out. Wow, why are they just... I hate carpet sieging little miners. So obnoxious. Oh, Ming lost control of the south. RIP. All right, let's take the supply limit. That'll get us our 15% CCR. Beautiful. So that should make it a lot cheaper to core all this stuff. We're at like 400 and something, so almost like 80, 90 admin off of that cost. Beautiful. Catching out a stack over here in the desert. No, mountains. I thought it was desert. Coastal desert, I think, has a better terrain bonus, but regardless, I think we win. Double their units. Unfortunately, we got caught out on the mountain fort. I don't think we can make it in time to reinforce. Although I think we win anyways. Beautiful. All right, I'll take that air. 352. We can work with that. Sitting on their capital will make them white peace. Oh, but they're a vassal of the Mamluks? I did not know that. So in that case, I guess I'll just continue that siege. I thought I could white piece them out of there, but Adal, I believe, is the only... There we go. And Funge is also a vassal? No, they're just allied. Okay. All right, we can take everything we want from the Mamluks. Send the demand right away. Nice. And we fill out the desert so we look prettier. Beautiful. Let's complete the missions first. Let's do the turn against the Mamluks. So we get 20 years of 5% discipline plus an option to move our capital to Damascus. I think we do it. This is a much better province. Yeah, we definitely do it. So now we can get the Conquer Basra. So we get 10 ducats for every province with trade building and permanent claims. We also complete the Sultan and the Shah. Because we did it militarily, we get overextension modifier minus 25% for 20 years. That's pretty good considering we have some overextension right now. We also complete the Subjugate Aaron Shar mission. We get 141 ducats from our silk production. We get a bunch of trade bonuses as well as permanent claim on Khorasan, which is not a whole lot at the moment, but it is what it is. Wow, look at all those bonuses. That's crazy. So we just need to get these provinces and we can get the Ayyubid Restoration, change our country name, change into an empire, and get the Rise of the Eagle buff for 20 years for the AE Impact. So we're going to start just eating up everything with that aggressive expansion impact. Let's concentrate, dev. We'll do this again here. I just want to make it cheaper to core. We can move our capital there and get the dev bonuses once we complete the missions. So I'm not too worried about that. Sorting by overextension, we'll do the ones that aren't stated first. Actually, we're going to buy down the war exhaustion a couple times. That's a little bit better. Good enough for now. Our Hisn Kayfa is looking really strong right now. As far as great powers go, we're in the number 1 after the month tick. So it's going pretty dang good. As starting as an OPM by 1537 being the number 1 great power. We only have a few more provinces really to go for the Saladin's Legacy mission, or rather achievement. So all we have to do is finish off the Levant and bust down the coast of the Red Sea over here, and then we'll get the achievement. So it's looking pretty good. We do need to get to 500,000 force limit, so that means we're going to probably have to play into the later stages of the game. So we're just going to try and be as big and blobby as we possibly can after absolutism gets here, and see how far we can push our force limit. All right, let's take the land maintenance modifier here. Give this our stab cost modifier. Now we're just finishing these 4 more ideas, or rather 3 more, and we can get our goods produced as well as our discipline from our ambition, which is pretty nice. We have quite a few military-centric ideas here, and the ideas will only get better once we form the Ayyubid Empire. I believe the ideas get improved by a good margin. Now they can hurry up and siege down Moscow. We can get out of this war. There we go. They didn't give me anything good. I did not want anything, so that's plus. War with the Ottomans will start in December of 42, so pretty shortly. About a year from now. Okay, Russia is now finally formed. They should get back on their feet at some point here. I don't imagine them getting bullied by the Commonwealth too greatly. Although, how much did the Commonwealth take from them? Not a whole lot, but most of Livonia here. All right, time to go back to war with the Ottomans. We will do a reconquest for, let's do like Gallipoli or something. And we'll call in the Commonwealth to help us out. That should be a fairly simple war. I do want to make sure that I can get across the strait, but Commonwealth doesn't want anything down here, so they should give me everything, which will be nice. And they're beating the Ottoman Navy, so if I can sneak this 30k across. Oh, beautiful. All right, really now? You're going to do that to me? The 1 boat blockading the strait. From the next reform, I think I'm just going to take the Royal Decree for the max absolutism. We're going to be going into the Age of Absolutism this campaign, so might as well grab that. I think I'm going to take this last click here, just to finish the idea group, get the goods produced, and the production efficiency. Just really, really good overall. Our economy is doing so well. We're almost debt-free. Just slowly paying off loans, increasing our buildings. We do have the discipline policy now, so that's going to make us a lot stronger. 2 more ideas for the mill, and I get my discipline from the ambition as well. So we're going to be sitting pretty at a lot of discipline. Currently, we're sitting at like, let's see, 115. That's not bad at all. Pretty high morale as well. I'm doing quite a bit of coring in the next several, I don't know, decades. So we'll quick grab land acquisition, I think, for the first time this campaign. Just obliterating them on Salonik here. I wonder where they're running to. I don't think they have any fort lines left. I can just chase them down. Oh, they're so dead. Yep. Big stack wipe. All right, here's our peace deal for the Ottomans. I'm going to take this province here, and I'm also going to connect ourselves to Byzantium via the Strait Crossing. And we'll give Byzantium these islands there to complete the 100% war score. Then we're going to release Serbia, and we're going to release Bulgaria. We're going to be 1 over the Diplo relation limit, but it should be fine. By the time we're getting Tech 14, we're going to have the extra diplomatic relations anyways from the dip ideas, which we kind of need badly, because if we want to integrate Karaman, we need the dip ideas finished. For the stab hit, I don't feel like taking a stab hit, even though I'm at +3. Never feels good to do that, and I feel like I don't quite need to integrate them yet. So that is the peace deal. Now,
The truce with Persia is almost up, so we should get our men on the border. And let's release our subjects before we forget. Bulgaria and Serbia. Well, everybody, I hope you enjoyed this video. It was getting a little bit long, so I had to cut this into 2 parts. But in the next video, we will be getting the Saladin's Legacy and the Eagle Flies Alone achievements, with the potential for a 3rd mystery achievement if we extend the campaign a little bit longer. With that being said, guys, thank you very much for watching. Stay tuned for the next video, and as always, I will see you next time.